Welcome to Aesthetics by Swanson, where everything is aesthetic. This is episode 22, Mastering Your Genetics. This is going to be a fire podcast. Don't forget to give us a like, comment, subscribe. Check out the Spotify podcast. This is going to be on the Spotify podcast. It's also going to be on YouTube. Give us a like, comment, subscribe. Check out our workout programs. The new Titan program just dropped. If you're a huge fan of the push-pull leg split, that is what that program is all about. And without further ado, let's jump right into this podcast. This is episode 22, Mastering Your Genetics. So here we go. Actually, I'm going to hit this first. Before I go into the genetic part and the whole pulling the G card rant, I want to talk about somatotypes and metabolism and training. So there are 3 different somatotypes, but you can be a blend of a different somatotype. So the whole theory or concept of somatotypes comes from Sheldon. And the reason why a lot of people say that somatotypes are, is pseudoscience is because what Sheldon did was that he paired the body types, the common body types with the personality. And that's something that you just cannot do. You can't say that just because someone's like an endomorph or bigger, more body mass on them, that they're more joyful or sedentary. You just can't do that because everybody has a different energy set to them. There's sedentary people all across the board, whether they are endomorph or not. So what he did is that he put personality traits on each one of them. Now, in the spiritual astrological sense, like if you're a Leo or you're a fire sign, yeah, that does have credibility to it because, well, we're spiritual beings in human bodies, and we're born in the solar system, the sun system. So the astrological portion of that is true, but he didn't talk about that. He just said that, if you're this, you have that personality, you tend to have that. And it's just not the case. So let's go over the somatotypes. We have endomorph, mesomorph, ectomorph. Endomorphs have more of a stockier bone structure. They got a larger midsection, and they tend to have very dominant hips. They carry more body fat. I'm reading this thing here from NASA. It says that gain fat fast and lose it slow. That's not true. And I'm going to get on that. Naturally slow metabolism, potentially due to chronic conditions, thyroid. Okay, I'm not going to read that because too many limiting beliefs. But, and I'm going to harp on the metabolism portion, but just hang with me. Mesomorph, has medium bone structure with wider shoulders than hips. So that's like the natural V taper. I am a mesomorph. I have the natural V taper. My waist is naturally small. I have broader shoulders. Developed athletic musculature, efficient metabolism, mass gain and loses both happen with relative ease. All right, so that's the metabolism portion. Going to get on that. Ectomorphs. These are your more narrow shoulders, hips, respect to height, relatively smaller muscles in respect to bone length, naturally fast metabolism, has some truth to it. Okay, all right. So let me get to the meat. So basically, endomorphs are like your power lifters. The mesomorphs are more like your quarterbacks. The ectomorphs are more like your bike riders, Tour de France riders. Okay, cool. Now that we have that picture in place, let's destroy some of the limiting beliefs that NASM has on their sites and what a lot of commercial coaches believe and subscribe to. What a lot of people subscribe to here. Let's bust this. Whether you have a fast or quote-unquote slow metabolism is irrelevant, because what matters is that, do you know your maintenance level of calories? See, you can't pull the metabolism card. Oh, I have a slow metabolism and I've done everything. Okay, what's your maintenance calories? What's that? What's your maintenance calories? I don't know. Exactly. You don't know your own frequency number. That's the issue. That's the problem. And it's like, I hear it all the time in the gym for ectomorphs. Man, I've done everything. I just can't put on mass. Okay. What's your maintenance calories? I don't know. Exactly. You don't know. And you most likely don't know how many steps you're getting. You most likely don't know, you know, just this and that, so many different variables. So we can't pull the metabolism card if you don't even know your maintenance. The average person in the consciousness does not know their maintenance level of calories. So you can't blame mommy. You can't blame daddy. You can't blame your whatever. No, you don't know. That's what it is. People swear up and down why they can't gain mass. They don't know your fucking maintenance. Like, excuse my French, but for real, it's like, oh, gosh. So, okay, yeah, that's what I was going to say on the metabolism. Let me hit the metabolism part. So for like endomorphs, right, on the other spectrum, when they say, this is how you master your genetics, right? If you're an endomorph, I'm not saying that you can't. I'm not saying that you can't be a Tour de France rider or ride bikes, because you can. However, genetically on that type of spectrum, you can do that for fun and you can also compete in it. However, your genetics, you are more predisposed genetically to be more of a power lifter, a strongman, or bodybuilder. You can still do other sports like jiu-jitsu and all these different things. However, if we're talking about going against an ectomorph, the ectomorph is probably most likely going to win because they are predisposed and more suit for that particular sport. It is what it is. I'm not putting any limiting beliefs on people, but what I am, because ectomorphs, endomorphs, and mesomorphs, we can all be bodybuilders, definitely. It has its class, but there are still genetic outliers that we have to pay attention to. And what I'm trying to say is that in order to master your genetics, you need to know what body type that you have. You need to know, like, your somatotype. You need to know, okay, I'm an endomorph, but you don't use that as an excuse to do nothing. That's what 99% of people do in the consciousness. I'm serious. This is what most people do. They say, oh, I'm bigger, it's hard for me to lose weight, limiting belief. Oh, I'm small, it's harder for me to gain weight, on the opposite side of the spectrum. See what I'm saying? It's like, no, you don't know your maintenance. You can't pull the G card. You can't say, oh, I got small calves. I'm like, okay, do you track your calories? No, I just eat whatever I want, man, but I still can't build them. Right, but you're not getting 1 gram per pound. What does that have to do with anything? That's exactly why you're not growing. That's exactly why you're not growing. You can't pull the G card if all those boxes are not checked off. Once those boxes are checked off and you've done everything to grow a certain part of your body and you just realize that that body part on you is more of a weaker spot, that's okay. That's when you can pull the G card. However, you still got to love yourself in every stage. You need to love yourself, whether you're bulk, cut, endomorph, mesomorph, fat, skinny, tall. You got to love yourself in all stages. That's why I said before that the whole BD agenda, body dysmorphia, it doesn't exist. No, what does exist is your traumas and your concept of self, of how you view yourself. See what I'm saying? You can't say I got shitty genetics and you don't even have the boxes checked off. You don't even know, what your somatotype is. You don't know your true potential because you're not tapping in to your true potential. I see so many people, maybe this is just a coach in me, and because I've done the inner work on myself, I just see it. So many people that are just like average people that don't lift. I can see their full potential in them. If they were to really train with intensity and get their diet on point, kill the limiting beliefs, kill the bullshit, kill the blaming, kill the external shit, kill the fake news, kill the Trump shit, the fucking fake war shit. If they just kill that shit and just look within themselves and begin to love themselves and begin to train with intensity, begin to actually open the books before social media and do the work, I see that full potential in them. I'm like, damn, man, this girl, she looks amazing. Man, if that guy just pulled the body fat down and actually trained properly, brought his calves up so it can match his upper body. Oh my, I see that on people. I see it. That is how you master your genetics. You want to know how to master your genetics? Track your calories. Track your steps. Have a goal. Like I talked about before. Have a goal. Don't blame yourself. Don't blame, oh, I'm an endomorph, mesomorph, ectomorph. No. Don't do that. Don't put that label. Like I said before, you are actually not even your somatotype. Your somatotype is connected to your avatar, but you're not the avatar. You're the spirit. You're the spirit. Your eternal, everlasting energy. You've always existed. You've never not always existed. You have always existed because energy can't be created nor be destroyed. So you can't say, oh, my genetics this. And like, dude, you don't even track your calories. You don't even track your lifts. You don't do it. You don't have a notebook. You don't have a notepad. You don't carry it with you in the gym. We have to check all those boxes off. That's how you master your genetics. That's how you master your genetics. You got all these people online projecting in the comment section, oh, they're taking steroids. Yeah, but here's the thing. They are still getting the nutrition. They have all the... And I want to end on this. Steroids and PEDs, that's a micro. That's a micro. Nutrition, recovery, training execution, 1 gram per pound, those are the macros. That's the macros. The micros are the PEDs. The micros are the Tunga Ali, the KSM 66, the ashwagandha, the supplements. Those are micros. You can't use micros in the place of macros. That's what a lot of people do. Stop doing that. Master your genetics. Let's kill it. Let's build the body of our dreams. Guys, thank you so much for listening to this. If you like this podcast, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. This has been episode 22, Mastering Your Genetics.